Welcome back to the Tracy Take. Today, Ryan and I, we will be taking a break from our NFL previews and reviews of this week's games. We are going to be looking at the first round quarterbacks that were taken in this past year's draft and doing how would you say, a 2/3 season review, not this halfway season review. That's old school news. This is new school news, 2/3 review. We passed math. We have a college degree. But before we break into that, make sure you subscribe to our channel if you have not already. Ryan and I, we have a goal of trying to get to 300 subscribers by the end of the year. We would love any help and any subscribers possible to help us reach our goal. So please subscribe, hit that like button, comment, and let us know your thoughts on just our overall opinions on these five quarterbacks that we're about to talk about. And also leave a comment. What do you think of our little whiteboard sign that I made? I'm not an artist, but what are you going to do? Ryan, let's get into it. So
Let's do it.
First, let's just talk about the third quarterback taken, Trey Lance. We're not really going to discuss him too much because he hasn't really done too much this season. I know
sample size is too small.
Sample size is too small, and don't really want to go into that or any of the what's it called? Just any speculation on what the 49ers might be doing with him. Is he going to start next year? We'll worry about that in the offseason because right now the 49ers are playing good football. And I think Trey Lance has a front row seat to a playoff team. So, but
yeah,
we are going to go out. We have the quarterbacks ranked, and we've agreed on them. And we're just going to talk about why really each quarterback is ranked where they're at and also their stats up to this point, and just really what has impressed us, concerned us, etc. I think really just kind of getting into it. Start number one, your boy Mac Jones.
Yeah,
your boy Mac Jones. I mean, not only he's obviously having a great rookie year. He's up there for rookie of the year. I mean, there might be a couple guys that he's contending with, but just as a quarterback year as a whole, he has played 12 games, so these stats might be a little bit inflated just because not all quarterbacks have done that. He is 10th in yards. He is tied for 13th in total touchdowns thrown. But the stat that really blows me away and shows how efficient he is as a quarterback. He's second in completion percentage up to this point in the year. And that doesn't matter on how many games you've played. Actually, the fact that he has played more games and he still has a 70% completion percentage is just mind-boggling to me. It shows how efficient he is and how well he runs that offense. It has been fun to watch him play. It really has been. I think it's a great pick for the Patriots.
No, I mean, for a rookie quarterback to come in and actually be an above-average quarterback in the NFL, not even just a rookie, but like an above-average quarterback, I mean, it's just a great thing to watch. I think he's in the perfect system for him. Yeah. They don't ask him to do anything outside of his capabilities. They don't ask him to go out and play hero ball. They just tell him, like, here are your reads. Here's what you're looking for. If you see this, kill the play. Check down to that. Whatever. And it just fits his game perfectly. I mean, so like you said, he's thrown 70.3% completion, which is number 2 in the NFL right now. And the thing to me that's just been so big is he's protected the football. So all the other guys, with the exception of Justin Fields, I guess the other two. So Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence have thrown 10 interceptions. While Mac Jones has only thrown 8, and he's played an extra game.
Yeah.
So
he's thrown 8, and he only had the one game. I believe it was against the Texans, or no, the Saints. The Saints, where he threw 3 picks in that one game.
Yeah.
Every other mistake he's made has not seemed like it's been repeated, or it was a potential miscommunication where it wasn't like it was an errant throw. He has done. He's done everything that the Patriots have asked of him and more. And this narrative kind of coming in of him not being the best passer, how he can't throw the deep ball, that is absolutely false. I think he's able to throw those deep balls, but he just picks and chooses. I think he just knows the playbook so well and can see the defensive scheme so well. I think his IQ is so far advanced for someone at his age that he just knows where to put the ball and who to throw to kind of before the play starts. Something that you see in these elite quarterbacks and the successful ones that we've seen throughout the NFL history.
Yeah. And I give the coaching staff almost as much credit as I give Mac Jones, because Mac Jones has had to come in. The Patriots offense is notoriously complex. And he came in one offseason and it beat out a guy who had been in that starting role for a year. I get that guy was Cam Newton, but he was still there for a while. But again, it's just what he's done has been so impressive. And to kind of comment on his deep ball ability, um, he throws a beautiful deep ball actually, and to me, the only thing that he really lacks is being able to drive the ball downfield. So he can throw a deep ball, but necessarily putting his weight behind it and really like throwing a ball downfield, he can't do quite the same as some of the other guys. But even then, I feel like a lot of what he has is understated just
Mm-hmm.
because in comparison it's not as good. I
Yeah.
still think what he has is sufficient.
Yeah.
So uh I mean, I can't be more excited. The fact that he fell to the Patriots at 15, they didn't even have to trade up for him is just nuts.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's we were talking about this before the episode, but it's going to be interesting 5 years from now because we both thought that Mac Jones should have gone third overall to San Francisco,
Mhm.
and that's nothing against Trey Lance, but it was just because of what we saw, and there are just some questions with Trey Lance, like, and it was there a big enough sample size to be confident with him taking the third pick. I'm curious to see how their two careers pan out because Trey Lance is going to
Yeah.
have this whole year to develop and potentially even next year to develop as well. I don't know how quickly they're going to go into mid San Francisco, but Mac Jones, we even talked that like before Cam Newton was even released in anything, maybe Mac Jones will get the reins once when they're kind of out of the playoff hunt, and then they'll just take it over from there. But no, from day one, he has looked. He has not looked like a rookie. And the stat that really just sticks out to me, and say what you want about the QBR rating, but I still think just measuring other QBs against one another, I think it's good. Of the 12 games, he has had 10 games that were above average, which was above a 79.1 rating average.
Yeah.
He has had 6 games with 100 or more QB rating, which
Yeah.
is impressive to me. Which is one of the things I think that helps lead me towards him being rookie of the year, just because of how
Mm.
consistent he has been. Over half of his games has
Yeah.
been not just above average, but well above average. One of the best quarterbacks to play that week. So he has been a spectacular, and he's only going to, I think, keep improving, which is kind of
Yeah.
scary to think about, considering the fact that you guys
Mhm.
dominated football for the past 2 decades and took a
Yeah.
year off.
And
So
yeah. And it is one of those things. It's like Bill Bill Belichick had a plan. Obviously, I don't think he thought it would work out this well,
mhm.
but Patriots took a year off and now they're right back in the mix.